Kalen DeBoer is the next head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And as an Alabama fan, listen to me when I tell you this. I am perfectly fine with this hire. And hell, this was actually my number one pick. And I can't believe that it actually happened. I thought we were getting Dan Lanning just the other day. And those rumors started to circulate. And we already know the other names that circulated through. Sarkisian was one, which I did not believe he was going to come either. Lane Kiffin, Mike Norvell was other names that just so happened to be in the rumor mill. However, I figured that none of those guys were going to come, and some people were high on Dabo Swinney. That was the last person I wanted to see come to Alabama. He just reminds me of someone who is stuck in his ways and does not want to adapt to the times. And you look at a coach like Dabo, if that does not change, he will not survive in college football for very much longer. Anybody but Dabo. And I'm not saying Dabo can't turn it around, but I'm saying right now, in this point in time, Dabo is a coach who is going to be left behind if he doesn't change his ways. That's all I'm saying. But Kalen DeBoer was my first choice, and it was not because I did not want the other guys. It was simply because I did not believe any of the other guys would come. Sarkisian has that Texas money. Oregon has that Nike money. Other than Mike Norvell and Lane Kiffin, the other guys, I really did not believe that they were going to come anyway. So this was my number one, and you can rank those three however you like. Mike Norvell, Lane Kiffin, and of course the one who actually got the job, Kalen DeBoer. Those were the three that I wanted. Dabo, I'm sorry. I'm glad that you not get a job. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I'm happy. Thank God it was not Dabo. Anyways, so a few reasons why I love this pick. I love this hire for the Alabama Crimson Tide, my favorite team in the NCAA. And one is because Kalen DeBoer is a guy who has proven that he can win wherever he goes. And it may be a learning curve coming to the SEC, but I have no doubt that Kalen DeBoer can learn it given the opportunity. A lot of Alabama fans, please listen to me when I say this. It's going to take a little bit of time, I think. And when I say a little bit of time, I'm saying maybe this year and maybe one more, especially depending on how many people we actually lose to the transfer portal, for Kalen DeBoer to put his hands and grips around this entire program and put his stamp on it. The shadow of Nick Saban is going to continue to learn through until Kalen DeBoer can continue, and which I honestly believe he will, make his own name inside of that organization, inside that program, and around Tuscaloosa. Another thing that I like about this hire is the fact that Kalen DeBoer is a great offensive mind, and it's going to be a complete 180. Nick Saban, somebody who is definitely a defensive-minded coach. Kalen DeBoer is the complete opposite. He is more of an offensive-minded head coach. And if you've watched Washington at all, you can see the plays that he draw up are fantastic. He knows how to call plays. He knows what plays to call in whatever situation that he may be in. But I do want to preface this by saying this. If you notice, most offensive-minded head coaches tend to take more risk than a defensive-minded head coach. And so just get prepared to, at some point in time, may see an instance where he does not go for three in a situation where Nick would have went for three. Now, Twitter is going to blow up immediately after something like that happens, and I guarantee it will happen at some point in time. I'm going to make my prediction right now. It's going to happen at some point in time in the season. He will do something that's a little bit more, I don't know, stat, or what's the word I'm looking for, more analytical than Nick Saban would. And it's going to be a lot of comparisons. I'm pretty sure that he knows this, but that's just something that I would like to point out right now before, everything gets chaotic. Another thing that I like about him, and this is something that is just, he beat the team that Alabama lost to in the regular season, which is Texas, with a team you can make the argument, Alabama probably had a more talented team than that Washington team. And he took a Washington team and beat Texas, the team that beat Alabama. I like that. Go get the guy who beat the one team that beat you in the regular season. And for the majority of what I've seen so far, the initial reaction is, this is a great hire, and only the future will tell how good Kalen DeBoer could be. But given the current circumstances, I believe this is the best that Alabama could have ever hoped for. And like I said, I don't believe some of the other guys who might have been more of a top tier choice in some people's eyes were actually going to leave. And like I said earlier, there will be a learning curve. There will be some things that Kalen DeBoer has to figure out. But I think, and I could be wrong here, he is probably going to be embracing the fact that Nick Saban is still there, learning from the GOAT especially somebody who is more on the newer side to coming into Power 5 college football. This could be the perfect opportunity for Kalen DeBoer to put his name, his stamp, and his own legacy on Alabama football. But that's talking like years and years and years ahead of where we currently are right now. We have to go on a year-by-year basis and see how this thing plays out. But I'm very hopeful for the future of the program and how all of this is going to play out. I'm excited, guys. Like I said, this was the guy that I wanted. Will I be disappointed? Only time will tell. But as of right now, a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Even though, I didn't have to make any decision. I'm just a fan. You get the point, though. I've been worrying about who's the coach going to be. I live in Mississippi now. I am originally from Alabama, and these Mississippi State fans and Ole Miss fans have been giving me hell. I'm talking about pure hell. But guess what? We got a guy who I honestly can say can match up with their guys. So let me know what you guys think, Alabama fans. Let me know what you think about this hire. I personally love it. We will see exactly how this will go. Don't forget to comment, like, and also subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.